Hi everyone, I wanted to show you how you can use Canvas modules in order to really organize everything and keep everything clean and efficient for your students and also save you some time in organizing. So you can see I'm here in my modules, and right now my modules are not viewable to students. I'll open that up in a little bit. But here I have a sample module. You can see over here that everything is unpublished. You can also see over here it said it will unlock on April 13th at 9 a.m. I'll show you how to do that so that as you need things posted, you don't have to be specifically at your computer at that time. You can set things to unlock for you. So each week I would encourage you to have a new module, and in that module I would encourage you to have things like instructions. If you have any assignments, you could put them there. Any discussions, any links, you can put them there. So they're very simple and easy for your students to access. So I'm going to show you now how to do another one. So I would do this one for the next week, which would be April 13th. And I'm going to have that locked until I want it. And because we are supposed to have things set at 9 a.m., I set my first module at 9 a.m. So now Canvas knows that that's probably when I want it set. I push done. So it's going to be locked until that 9 a.m. I add that. And then here I'm going to add other things. So now I'm going to add my assignment that I want students to do. Assignment is typically your first one here in your drop down, so I would click assignment, I would click new assignment, and I would name it whatever I would want. So I would name it assignment 1, and then I'm going to add that here. Now I have to set things in the assignment, and there's other features. I'll show you that in a minute, but right now I'm just kind of setting up my bare bones. So then I'm going to add a discussion. My assignment is going to probably be more content-based, and my discussion might be more kind of connecting to my students. Maybe I want them to share something that they did this week. So I'm just going to label that discussion 1. And you can see as the little icons on the side, an assignment looks different than a discussion. Up here you can see that as well. Discussion is a 2, the assignment is here, and I forgot to put down my instructions on this one, so we'll add that. So in order to do my instructions, I would encourage you to do a page, which is like a wiki page it's called. I'll do a new page and I'll say instructions 1, because I'm doing this whole module with ones to keep it really clear for me. And because, oh, now it's out of order and that's frustrating, don't worry about it. Canvas has drag and drop features, so I'm always going to want my assignments up top. You're always going to want your assignments in the same order to keep it really clean for students. And maybe I referenced the OWL because it is our go-to as an English teacher. And I want to make sure that the students have access to that because I'm going to be referring to it a couple times, and that is an important resource. I'm going to add it here as an external. So I'm going to put in the URL here. I'm going to put the OWL, which is Online Writing Lab. And you can either have it load in a new tab if you want the full thing or keep the students in Canvas. That's your choice. And then that is my resource there. So now I have everything set up in my module. It's set to unlock at a certain time. Even if I were to publish these, and if you notice that when I push my module, it will publish everything automatically. It still won't unlock. The kids will see this April 13th, but they won't actually be able to go into things because it's not available at that time. So if that's all you needed to know, you can stop here. But if you're interested in seeing how different each of these things will work, keep with me. So this is my instructions page. And here I'm going to go to Edit. And this is where I put my instructions to kids. I would probably type a bunch of things out. I'm going to use things like bullets to tell them first do this, then I'm going to say next do this, finally do this. If I want to record myself, I can do it right here. Hope that's embed image. Right here with record and upload media. I can record myself here. You can see there I am. Hi. I can upload from my computer if you already have a video file that you want to use. If you do record media, you do want to make sure your cache is cleared because sometimes it has trouble uploading. I can record my instructions. It's going to give me a little countdown and I'll say, hi everyone, this is what I want you to do. I push finish I push save. And this is the part with the clear the cache that sometimes this will take a little bit of time to actually upload, other time that'll be pretty quick. So then I'm going to save this. These are my instructions. I'm going to go back to my modules. So now my instructions are all set up for my students. They're there in instructions 1. Now I'm going to open up my assignment and make sure everything is set. In my assignment, I'm going to push edit. I will give specific details on what I would want to do. This is what you should do. I don't really do points because most things are formative, but you can do complete, incomplete, which is really nice for formative. If you are doing grades, you can change other things there. I'm going to have them submit it online because we are not going to be seeing them face to face. I want them to use their Google Drive or their phone or whatever they have available, so I'm going to allow for multiple file uploads. And then I'm going to assign it to my specific sections. This is my research, so I'm just going to say I just want my research kids to do this. And then I'm going to set a due date. I'm going to have it due on the 15th. It automatically goes to midnight. And again, I'm going to set up my availability the same thing. So I want it available when my module opens, which is at 9 a.m. So that way, again, the students will see the assignment, but they won't be able to go into the assignment until the day that it comes up. I don't put the until date because I always want students to be access old things, so I'm only going to set my due date and available date and push save. Now students have the instructions of what we did that day. Now they have the assignment of what they need to do. And then discussions are great too, because they can give you just a time to connect with our students. I'm using discussions more as fun. So maybe in the discussions, because everyone can see each other and what they post, I would say, hey, what are you doing? What's going on this week with you? And then I would say, I'm taking a lot of walks. And maybe I want to insert an image that I have in my files. Maybe I want to share a little video that I think was funny. Maybe I want to share a recipe. So I'm going to be using discussions more of connecting with students. And then I'm going to allow people to talk to each other on this because I want them to encourage that. I'm going to set it for grading even though I'm not going to grade it. And the only reason why is because I want to be able to do the available date. And so I'm going to set it again for let's set it for the 17th. I want them to do it by Friday. Oh, actually I want them due by Friday, but I want it open again the beginning of the week at 9 a.m. just like everything else. And I will save that. So now I have a way that I've communicated to students in my instructions. Then I have them a task, an assignment to do that I can give them feedback on. Then I have a discussion where we can connect together. And then I have any resource that I think would be helpful for them. There's so many more things you can do in Canvas, but I am going to be setting up my classes this way where each module will open up each week for students. It gives them a very clear idea of what's going on. It's also really easy to manage, and I feel like will give us some structure just as your classroom typically has structure. This does as well. So let me know if you need any help. I am always here, or any of our Canvas gurus around, but hopefully this will help you out with what you need to do and set you up for success.